Hi guys, brand new Tuesday, brand new verses, but the very same old rag. Thank you for tuning in today. As chefs of this show, we try mixing up the recipe as much as we should and sometimes as much as we, should not. But every time we read your feedback, it is always worth it. So keep those love notes coming. Today's forecast for the show is pretty exciting too. First up, filming in camera slow motion versus filming high frame rate. Even I thought there's, no difference, but apparently there is. Second up, we interview an off-air talent from Hop's stable for the first time. This has never happened before on Hop. It is unprecedented, and I'm hyping it up because I can. This is my ankling. And thirdly, there is something new and exciting coming from the house of ROG, the Republic of Gamers. And we've sent someone to check it out.
Hi guys, welcome to Versus and another interesting Versus by the way. So what does it mean? Filming slow-mo in camera versus filming high frame rate and then doing it in post. So I also might have mixed the terms up, but then mostly the concept, that's what I'm going to talk about. So the concept of filming slow-mo as in, baked in slow-mo in camera versus having shot high frame rate and then doing it in post-production. This is one camera that can do it. This is the Nikon Z7. I'm also telling it again to Nikon, I'm not returning this camera. I really like it for the video that it does. Had there been a photographer in me, I would have said it twice. I'm not returning this camera. I'm not returning this camera. But there's a video. I'm not returning this camera. They gave me the stock lens 24-70 f4. Stunningly sharp lens, by the way. You can cut rocks with it. It's that sharp. But okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the feature. So what does it mean? If I go to the menu here, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to switch to this camera, which will not only show you what I want to show you here, it will also show you the mess that I create once I get into the studio. I'm sorry, admin, once again, taking apologies to the next level. So on the Z7 shooting menu, if you go to the image area, frame size and everything, touchscreen, I shouldn't have done that. If you go to the frame size menu, you'll see there's a bunch of options. So let's just assume you're all filming in 1080p. So in 1080p, you'll see a lot of options, 120p, then again you have 100p, then you have 60p, 50p. And then in the bottom, you have 1080 at 30p into 4 times slow-mo, then 25p at 4 times slow-mo, and 24p at 4 times slow-mo. So what does it mean? Let's go over one by one. What 1920 into 1080p at 120p means, it will shoot it at 120 frames per second. The video that you will get will be 120 frames per second. What does that mean? If you drag it onto your editing project, it will be 120 frames per second. You know how ये 4K 60 shoot करता है, iPhone 4K 60 shoot करता है, OnePlus 4K 60 shoot करता है. So that's shooting 4K frames, but at 60 frames per second, So that ways, you have the power and control if you want to slow it down or keep it at a normal, timeline space, time is equal to 1x. Whereas if I come down over here, now notice this carefully, this is 1920 by 1080, then 25p into x4 slow-mo. What that means is, it will do the slowing down of the video in camera. So when you drag this video down onto your timeline, it will be slow. Now, why would you shoot this and that? You shoot this if you just want to shoot and put it out. You don't want to put in too much brains behind it and you want your camera to work harder than you. Why would you shoot this thing? You'll shoot this if you want more and more flexibility, if you want control in your hand. Speeding up time is relatively fine, but slowing down where there are no frames is what creates that staccato motion, where frames missing and it just jumps. So my personal advice, always shoot if you have higher frame rate. You'll have more control in post. It's a little more intensive, for your edit system, but the amount of control you'll get, I think that's sort of unbeaten. If you're off a social media and you just want a slow-mo of birds flying, hey, maybe I'll do that.
We're going to sneak into a tiny little break, but if you go away even for a minute, you will miss meanwhile. Welcome back after the break and welcome to Meanwhile. And if you didn't hear my show intro, we're going to interview someone from our production team today. And I know that because I saw Narendra, one of our many cameramen, being mic'd up.
One of the biggest benefits of working for a place like NDTV Hop Live and being a camera lover is you get to play with different types of cameras. ये on surface मैंने hero लगने के लिए बोल दिया है, but in real life that's not what happens. As a producer, I do get sent a lot of cameras, but ultimately those cameras are in the hands of camera people. Is it because they are far more insanely talented than I am? Of course, yes. They are. I mean, I might know the technical part of things, but how to milk them out, I guess these people know a little more than me. So what was the story? What did we do meanwhile last week? Last week we had this opportunity, actually not last week, last month on से we had the Nikon Z7 with the 2470 f4. वो बोलते ही इतना सही लगा ना अंदर से, like that camera setup, tack sharp and such great dynamic range even for video. Of course हमारे पास वो external recorder नहीं था, so we couldn't test, you know, the raw जो उसमें से निकल के आता है, you know, log footage. We couldn't test that, of course. But you know, it's the same thing. कुछ ना हो से better है, कुछ तो था. And up until now, I'll be supremely honest with you, Nikons मेरी dictionary में they never existed for video. Honestly, I don't even much like Canon का saturated colors, but Nikons तो थे ही नहीं. But the Z7 changed a lot of it, and thank you Nikon India for sending it to me. But again, you know, मैंने starting में जो बोला था कि यहाँ पे हीरो बनने के लिए बोलना बहुत सही लगता है, ओ ये कैमरा तो शरद के लिए है, बट असली में यूज़ जो कर रहे होते हैं वो कुछ और लोग होते हैं. सो वी गोना डू द सेम थिंग. एक बार हमने ट्राई किया था जंप कट लेके एक्टर्स चेंज करने का, टैलेंट चेंज करने का. सो व्हेन आई क्लैप माई हैंड्स नेक्स्ट यू विल सी हु वाज यूजिंग द कैमरा एंड आई विल गिव यू अ कॉन्टेक्स्ट. लास्ट वीक का जो आपने हॉप्युलेंस देखा था विद राजीव, द एफ पेस, that entire show, that entire episode were more or less shot on a Nikon Z7 with the 2470 f4 stabilized lens. Oh yeah, हम कैमरा लेके गए थे शूट पे, ट्राइपॉड नहीं लेके गए थे. So that also is one big insult. But why am I answering all these questions when I clap next, you will see the person who was shooting all of this in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Narendra Sharma and I'm a camera person in NDTV Hop Live, sorry.
Do you like shooting for tech?
A lot.
Okay, so the camera that we're talking about, the Nikon Z7, what was the first thing, कैमरा हाथ में उठाते ही आपको उसका क्या रिएक्शन था?
बहुत हल्का. मैं अभी भी उस चीज़ को फील कर रहा हूँ अपने हाथ में. इतना हल्का कैमरा मैंने अभी तक यूज़ नहीं किया था. इवन आई यूज़ Panasonic GH5 mirrorless camera, but Nikon.
And what about the photo quality?
Very good.
And the video quality?
अगर मैं बात करूं, मैंने इससे पहले कैनन काफ़ी कैमरे यूज़ किए हैं, बट मेरा निकॉन कभी मेरी लिस्ट में नहीं था. एज अ शरण जैसे आप लोगों को कहा कि उनकी लिस्ट में कभी था नहीं, बट मेरी लिस्ट में भी कभी नहीं था. सो जब मैंने Z7 यूज़ किया और मैं ऐसे था जैसा अभी 2 मिनट पहले था.
अच्छा, हमने ट्राइपॉड नहीं यूज़ किया था?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं, बिल्कुल ही ट्राइपॉड यूज़ नहीं हुआ है. एफ फेस पे, एफ वाले शूट पे मैंने सब कुछ एंटायरली शूट मेरा हैंडल्ड है.
एंड the entire experience of the image quality जो आपने उसके बाद पोस्ट पे पहली बार उसको टाइमलाइन पे देखा?
बहुत सही है गाइज. अगर मैं कोई रिकमेंड करूँगा कोई कैमरा तो Z7.
अच्छा, if any other lens you could choose from the entire portfolio, like 2470 I feel was a very limiting lens.
या राइट. अगर मैं 2470 के अलावा कोई और लेंस यूज़ करूँगा तो 7200, और अगर मैं उसमें जाता हूँ जूम लेंस में जाता हूँ 7200, एंड अगर मैं माइक्रो में जाऊँगा 100 mm एंड 50.
अच्छा, और व्हाट अबाउट द बैटरी लाइफ?
बैटरी लाइफ इज़ अमेजिंग गाइस. मैंने ये जो एफ पेस शूट किया है, आई थिंक 3.5 आवर में शूट किया है, और उसकी सिर्फ बैटरी लाइफ एक बार भी नहीं नीचे है, तो इसकी बैटरी लाइफ बहुत अच्छी है.
डू यू थिंक अगर आप इस कैमरे में यहाँ ऐसे देख के बोलोगे कि नाइकॉन ये कैमरा वापस भेज दे, डू यू थिंक वो भेजेंगे?
One of these days, even I'm going to show some interest in cameras and whatnot. Maybe I will instantly turn my curiosity on after this break. Welcome back after the break, and one of the best words that reach a gamer's ears are bro, new gaming hardware. These are the exact words that Sharad said to me over the phone on a 3-second long phone call from an event where Asus launched something new and badass. Let's switch to him. He'll have a longer conversation with you guys.
Hey guys, welcome to Versus. Thank you, Rag. And there are two great things that happen when you come to a launch event related to gaming. it's gaming. I mean, it's gaming. There's new hardware to look forward to, new games that you can conquer, and B, you can tell fellow gamers that we're twinning today, not just amongst ourselves, with the floor as well, and with majority of the team back there.
Yes.
Hardik,
Yes.
I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself to the audience.
So,
of Pop.
hi, I'm Hardik Singh. I'm an ex-reviewer and
You know,
now
the reviewer inside doesn't die ever.
and the technical product manager for Asus India.
Yeah, so pretty big deal. That's what we always talk to anyways. So what do we have here today from Asus?
So today we announced 6 new laptops. We have the G531 starting from 60,000 rupees.
Yeah.
And going up to our slim line, which is the Zephyrus S.
Yeah.
17-inch gaming laptops. The slimmest 17-inch gaming
17-inch
laptop.
laptop, yeah.
Going up to 3 lakh rupees.
No
And-
compromise slimming, by the way.
Yeah, it's a 2080 graphic card
Yeah.
in a form factor
RTX
which
2080, yeah.
which you haven't seen in any of the machines before. Even the 15-inch thin and light, the GX531, is the thinnest gaming laptop you'll see with a 2070 graphic card. And not just that, it's a new 9th Gen i7. The entire lineup is new 9th Gen i7 and i9 and i5s. And you have had Pantone displays on in the entire Zephyrus lineup now, because. So if you see the launch this today, we have 2 different design points. Yeah, 2 different design philosophies. First is the SCA, which is a collaboration of design with our team, ROG design team, and the BMW design team.
Yeah, opulence material, by the way.
Yes,
BMW.
BMW Design Works team. And the second one is the Zephyrus, which is a thinner light machine, and it's catering towards the people who are looking for a gaming machine as well as content creation, because we get Pantone calibrated displays on all the Zephyrus lineup this time. And
They're pretty color accurate.
Yes,
And I saw that myself.
yes,
yeah.
they're all color accurate right out of the factory. And you have the new GU502, which even comes with a built-in DAC inside.
Yeah, oh yeah. I genuinely want to talk about that.
Yeah,
but okay.
it's less than 2 kilograms, has a built-in DAC, per key RGB, Pantone display, and a 76 watt-hour battery. So you get like the
That
best
you
of
can charge via Type-C.
Yeah, that which you can charge via Type-C.
Type-C, yeah.
So it's the best of all worlds. And the Type-C also supports the display out.
Yeah,
Like,
so it's as corporate
yeah,
as it can be a gaming.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to take a break of 2 minutes, because now I'm going to ask you to speak about the desktops. Pretty heavy duty.
Yeah,
Take
so-
a deep breath and start.
okay, okay, yeah, ready.
Start with the one that I asked you guys for.
Okay, so we have 3 new desktops as well. So starting with GL12CX.
Yeah.
Okay, GL12CX is the top of the line machine, starting at 1.6 lakh rupees.
It looks very scary as well.
Yeah, it looks very scary as well. It's starting at 1.6 lakh rupees, and you get graphic card options of 2060, 2070, 2080, 2080 Ti. And starting with i7 9th Gen, going up to overclockable i9,
i9s, yeah.
and which is water cooled. And these are i9s on these machines. So these are special i9s. These are not your like off the shelf i9s.
Off-the-shelf i9s, yeah.
These
You
are
tweak them, yeah.
yeah, these are binned i9s. So we especially get these binned i9s from Intel, and they perform more stable when you overclock.
So the tests show that you can be overclocked to up to about 5 gigahertz plus.
5.1 is the base. You can
And
go
it's
beyond.
sustainable, stable 5.1.
It's, yeah, it's
gigahertz.
sustainable, stable 5.1.
Is there
and you
any
can go
particular
beyond.
game that you are having a rivalry with right now?
A game?
Yeah, it was like which said, hey, you can't run on me. And you said, you know, just hold
No,
my
I
player.
don't think so. Like pretty heavy games, like we are running Battlefield 5 in a triple monitor setup there.
In SLI, by the way, there are 3 monitors running.
Yeah, there are 3 monitors in 2K. The machine is pretty compact.
Pretty compact,
Pretty
yeah.
compact for the size, and it's completely upgradable. So we are giving you the upgradability option, starting from the GL10, which is a very good option because it starts at 60,000 rupees, and it's completely upgradable. Your RAM, storage, even your graphic card is upgradable on that machine. And it's a very normally, like aesthetically, it's not
It looks
super
normal,
sharp.
and yet you put in
it's
much
not-
detail work
exactly.
into thermals. I mean, you have SSD cooling.
Yes.
Everyone thought SSDs don't heat up.
And,
you have
and
SSD
it's
cooling.
not SSD cooling. So there's a concept. Sam earlier told on the stage it's DIMM 2.
DIMM 2, yeah.
So what exactly DIMM 2 is? You've seen PCI SSDs on motherboards, right?
Yeah.
So NVMe SSDs use PCI lanes.
Yeah.
We are using a DIMM slot, which is a RAM slot
slot, yeah.
for storage.
Listen, I'm still, under the effects of the G703.
So the G703 is a different beast altogether.
I had it for a month. And yet I feel sad I couldn't, get the best out
We
of it.
also have the mothership on display.
Guys, we'll have to end this interview pretty quickly. As for a change, I'm going to ask Hardik from Asus to switch off Hardik from Asus and now Hardik, the reviewer, to come out. Now there's, just assume no one is looking.
Okay.
All security cameras are off. So which one of these devices are you gonna pick and run with?
Geo.
And why? And why? And why?
Okay, so I think I've told my bosses as well. The Geo 502 is the best machine for me, at least personally, because that is thin and light. It's portable. The M stands for mobility only in the M series, and plus the 1660 Ti is more powerful than a 1060. It has 144 Hz, Pantone validated. Has a ESS Saber DAC, separate audio and headphone jacks. So pretty sorted machine. Plus 76 watt hour battery, you can get like pretty decent battery life out of a gaming machine. So all in all, that is the machine for me.
Okay, but you did talk about the mothership, and now most of Indian media hasn't had a taste of the mothership.
So mothership is a complete new design concept. It's unfortunately not launching today, but we have plans to bring it to India. Nevertheless, it's a completely new design concept. So till now, all your desktops or your laptops, were horizontal. The entire component structure has been laid out on the table, and the display sits top. What if we change it to vertical? That's where.
Why are you saying what if? You've already done it, no?
Yeah, so that's the design concept we came with.
And it's working.
And it's working.
And it's pretty good.
And it's more powerful than the G703.
Yeah. Don't say that. That's my personal favorite laptop.
So G703.
You might be true, but I can't hear it, no?
So G703, just to give you a ballpark of just numbers, Cinebench multi-bench score. On the G703, we tested about 1900 plus scores.
Yeah.
On
I did it
on the mothership, it goes 2000 plus.
No, please.
The graphic card on that is even higher clocked.
I'm saving for a G7. What will I explain to my bank people?
You will have to wait for mothership then.
So why don't you help me switch off the cameras and I run away with the mothership?
Well, my bosses won't agree.
And my boss will be very happy, by the way. My boss will be super happy you got an editing machine. And the best part, there are budget variants of all three machines for people who probably don't have
the desktops also start at 60,000 rupees. The laptops also start at 60,000 rupees.
You pass my bag, my card is in my bag. Listen, I'm gonna go shop.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Hardik, it's always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Man, I had a really long outro planned. You know, geared towards you guys, like where to send feedback, how to get in touch with us and all that. But chuck it. Hello, Asus. Hello, ROG people. When can we then?